Hi, my name is Alan Stratton, and my SIP is the Facial Recognition Garage Door Opener. According to SafeWise.com, a burglary takes place every 18 seconds in the United States. That adds up to almost 200 per hour and almost 4,800 every day. And we all know we have that one nosy neighbor who's watching everything you do coming home. Sometimes they can even see the garage door pin that you type into your garage door opener. What my facial recognition garage door opener will do, it'll add a second layer of protection to garage door entry. It'll create two-factor authentication with biometric added security with a facial recognition software. This is something you know, which is your PIN number you'll type in, and then something you have, your face, will grant you access to the garage door opener. Why is this innovative? While there are other biometric entry security devices on the market, they're quite expensive. I was able to do this project for $50 or less, and I haven't found any facial recognition garage door openers on the market, and certainly nothing for $50 or less. Here's the actual prototype of my device. As you see, I have a webcam, a battery bank for power supply to the Raspberry Pi, a breadboard, and a garage door opener that you would have in your car. Here is my prototype working. I click a button, a webcam takes a picture of my face, and the garage door opens, as it should. And it works. It's great, but the question is, how does it work? I'm using a program through Microsoft Azure's cloud called Face API. This detects human faces and can compare similar ones. It can tell me if I'm a male, female, if I have glasses, facial hair, etc. It can even compare a photo that I store on their cloud with a picture that the webcam takes, and it can match it. For purposes of this demo, I'm simply having it verify that I'm a male to show proof of concept that this Face API does work. I didn't want to put pictures of myself on the cloud if I didn't have to. This API is free to use, and if you see over 30,000 transactions per month, you can upgrade to a paid version of it for potential corporate reasons. This is the code I used, the meat of the code that I used. I used C#. If you'll notice here, the face URI, this is a very important variable. This whole top part here are my variables. This is the website that the results of the picture that the webcam takes of me will be stored. And when we call that later, we want to find the results. And if you see here, this is the meat of the project. This is the most important part. This is where the button is pressed. So if the button is falling edge, which means that the button is being pressed down on the breadboard, then the stored image file, after the picture is taken, will upload and detect the face. And if it says that my face happens to be a male, it will continue in the code, and the garage door pin for the power that I have running to it will go to low for 3 seconds. That will complete the circuit to the garage door clicker, and it'll go back to high after those 3 seconds, which will then close it. And when the circuit is completed, the garage door opens. And I just want to throw this in here too. Here's some other examples. You can have gender, smile, glasses, age, emotion, hair. It will detect all of those things. So here's the garage door clicker that we used for the project. As you can see, I had to remove the button here. And on the right side, I put a manual bridge to connect the circuit. So in theory, when there is power running to this board, the garage door button will always be being pressed. That's the idea behind it. So here's a close-up version of my prototype. And as you can see, this button will simulate a successful pin entry. Example 1, 2, 3, 4, enter. That is simulating just with one button press. We have power running from the Raspberry Pi. The left is the ground, on the right is the GPO pin 3.3 volts in. Those will be going to the garage door clicker that we have, the 3-volt power. They're both set to high until the button's pressed. One goes low, acts as the ground, and completes the circuit. This is the external battery pack that is powering the Raspberry Pi, and here's the webcam. So here I wanted to show you another video of a different male getting their picture taken. He pressed the button, picture took a picture of his face, and the garage door opener opened as it's supposed to. And again, it worked. That's great. Then here's a video of my wife pressing the button. Webcam took a picture of her face. It didn't work. But that's good because the Face API recognized her as a female. And per our code, male is supposed to open the garage door, female is not supposed to. I just wanted to touch real quick on these 3 images are what were taken when the button was pressed. If you notice my brother-in-law, it recognized him as a male, and my wife on the right, it recognized her as a female. So the code worked as it's supposed to, and the demo was successful. Here are my references. And thanks for watching. And time for Q&A.